flags out and what we do.
Tomorrow there'll be a vote in Parliament. MPs can put their alternative ideas, their alternative arrangements in place. They can put concessions and additions to the deal. But ultimately, Theresa May's deal will be voted on in tomorrow evening, and the debate is by how much it will lose, and that will determine whether or not Theresa May's deal can survive, whether or not she can attempt one more time to put the deal back into the House of Commons. So, if it's defeated by a mixture of hard right people, Eurosceptic people, and on the left wing, so the Labour Party, then it's going to be the end of her deal probably, and that'll mean that a new sort of arrangement is going to have to be negotiated with the European Union. I think it's one of these sort of weeks again. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So when you're not doing interviews and stuff, are you kind of...
So Theresa May's deal is defeated, and then following that, we end up with no deal being defeated as well. Then we've got very few options left other than a sort of softer Norway type of Brexit, or potentially another referendum becoming a lot more likely as a result of the rejection of Theresa May's deal and no deal. So today's a really important week because it starts ruling out options that currently exist for MPs and for the UK. Things like no deal, things like Theresa May's deal currently exist as options, and when you get rid of those options, then that makes other things like a referendum or a softer Brexit a lot more likely.
I hope that we'll get out as quickly as possible with little delay. It's been going on for far too long, and I think everyone's getting really, really fed up.
Well, I want to have a resolution, frankly, because probably like the rest of the country, I'm bored of it. I would like a deal or a no deal, but I would just like it to come to an end. I think there's a risk that if we don't get a deal or we don't move towards a no deal, it will just drag on forever. And I think the really damaging thing for the country is the uncertainty.
I know that we're not going to get the Brexit that we really voted for, so it'd be nice if we could just draw a line under it, or one way or the other, and not have it carrying on. Even that's probably a forlorn hope.
I think it's crunch week because MPs will have the for the House of Commons, because I think MPs will have the option of getting rid of some concrete options in terms of Brexit, and after this week the House of Commons is going to have fewer options and fewer choices, because they're going to have to start making some choices, because we've only got 2 weeks to go until Britain will formally leave the European Union. So they've been forced into this position, but finally now the House of Commons is going to have to make some sort of final judgment on what it wants in terms of Brexit.